Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Marvel Snap Deck Guides. I am Gala27 and today we have a very exciting episode because I finally got Thanos. It was in my store pin for a long time. We got the 6,000 tokens and I did not hesitate to purchase him. So I've been playing around to try to find a deck that now works for Thanos now that LockJaw has been nerfed. And I think I found one. This one's been really beneficial for me to get some good cubes, some good wins, and it's a lot of fun to play with as well. But definitely one you can use to climb. So the main thing is Thanos and Wong. So Wong has an ongoing ability where your on-reveal abilities happen twice at this location. Now obviously the main counter to this is Enchantress. And Enchantress had a buff, so she might be in more and more decks. However, I played about 50 games with this deck and I've only been Enchantress 3 times. So you know, it's luck of the draw, but it hasn't been a deterrent for me to use this deck in the last few days. So what we're looking to do with Wong is ideally we want to try to get Wong out on 3, and I'll explain how we'll do that soon. And then Mystique out on 4. So Mystique, the last card we played, has an ongoing ability, copy its text. So if we've got Wong out there, on-reveal abilities happen twice. Mystique, on-reveal abilities happen twice. So now our on-reveal abilities at that location is happening 4 times. And then we get into how we win. So the first win condition is the Hazmat Luke Cage. So if we can get Luke Cage out in the deck early, obviously we play him, your cards can't have their power reduced. If we then get Wong out on 3, Mystique out on 4, Hazmat out on 5, afflict all other cards with -1 power. We've got Luke Cage out. Our cards can't have their power impacted, but our opponent's cards, their on-reveal ability, -1 to every card. If we've got that with Wong and Mystique, that's -4 to every card. And then if we can Odin that on turn 6, you got Odin, -4 to every card. Odin, -4 to every card. Odin, because Odin will trigger 4 times as well. So you end up getting -16 to every card, every one of your opponent's cards. So that's the first way we can win. Second way is exact same. Wong into Mystique. And then we're looking at Ironheart. So Ironheart gives 3 other friendly cards +2 power. So play Ironheart with Wong and Mystique. It gives 4 times. It'll give 3 other cards +2 power. If we can Odin that on turn 6, it'll trigger 16 times and power up our cards to a massive level. We've got a clip in here that highlights that, and that's where the Infinity Stones can come in handy as well, because if you've got a couple of the Infinity Stones out on the deck, they're the ones getting that repeat +2 power from Ironheart to help you win the game. The third win condition is Gambit. So Gambit, on reveal, discard a card from your hand to destroy a random enemy card. So again, if we can play Gambit on Wong and Mystique, we're destroying 4 of our enemy's cards, and then if we want to Odin that on turn 6, we can destroy all of our enemy's cards and get a win. It's not the fairest way to win, but it's part of the game, and it gives you another option if you get stuck on that last turn. The final win condition is Black Panther. So his on-reveal ability is that this card's power doubles. So if we play him on, if we play Wong on 4, you don't need Mystique for this one. You play Wong on 4, Black Panther on 5. So Black Panther, you play him, he goes up to 8 on reveal. He goes up to 16 with his second on reveal thanks to Wong. And then on turn 6, we can play Zola. Destroy a random friendly card here, add copies of it to other locations. So if we only have Wong and Black Panther at that location, Zola will trigger twice. He'll destroy them and move them to the other location. So if they trigger in the right order and Zola destroys Wong first, he'll destroy Wong, put a Wong in each other location, and then he'll destroy Black Panther and put Black Panther in each other location. We can get Black Panther to trigger another 2 times. So we've got a 32 and then 64, and it's very hard to lose when you've got 2 64 Black Panthers. If it goes in the other order, you still get 2 32 Black Panthers, and again, very hard to lose from that position. We've got some other cards in the deck just to fill it out. So obviously, it's a Thanos deck, but it's not a Thanos deck because of Thanos. We rarely play Thanos. He's important because of his Infinity Stones. So his Infinity Stones can help us get Wong out early, can help us draw more cards, and that's why they're in this deck. So we look at Thanos' Infinity Stones. The first one, the Space Stone. Next turn, move 1 card to this location, draw a card. That can help if you've played Wong or Mystique and they've played a Cosmo. then you can play a Space Stone and move them across so you still get those locations. Plus, these cards help us draw cards out of our deck, so that's why they're important as well. Reality Stone can change a location into a new one, so it can be helpful if we get a location we don't like come up. The Time Stone is probably the most important stone. I did have Cyclock in this deck. Cyclock obviously gives you +1 on your next turn. But the Time Stone does the same job. So we save a card spot in our deck, and the Time Stone gives us +1 energy on our next turn. So if we can play Time Stone on 2, it allows us to get Wong out on 3, and then it gives us time to Mystique and all that sort of stuff. The Mind Stone, draw 2 stones from your deck. Helpful to draw those other stones to help us play them when we need them. The Power Stone, this one doesn't really get played. So if you've played all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos has +10 power. Really, we're not looking to play Thanos. We're using these stones to either Ironheart them later for the win or help them draw cards or get our cards out earlier. Doesn't get played often. Sometimes you got all 6 stones, so you play them, and then you can get a 20 power Thanos. You could Arnim Zola him, so that is another way to win, but doesn't happen often. And then the last one is the Soul Stone, which I really like because it just gives -1 power to every other card of your opponents at this location. So Soul Stone plus Hazmat and Luke Cage can go a long way to winning a game. And of course, Thanos, his abilities at the start of the game, you shuffle the 6 Infinity Stones into your deck. So you get 6 1-cost cards without having to start them in your deck. So that is why Thanos helps us out here. The final 2 cards, Magic. Play this and it turns into a 7-turn game. Magic can be very helpful if you've got Wong out there but nothing else really to play with. So you might get Wong out on 4. You can go Magic on 5. It just gives you more time. You might get a really good draw. You might go Wong, Mystique 3 and 4, Magic on 5. You can play Black Panther on 6 and get the quadruple power up, and then into Zola. Like, it gives you other options there if you need a little bit longer to set up your win conditions. And then finally we have Onslaught, who again double your other ongoing effects at this location. So Onslaught can make Wong, can double Wong, so it can give us 4 on reveals. Onslaught can double Wong and Mystique, so it can give us like 16 on reveals, something insane like that. So Onslaught is a backup. Also, if we don't get Mystique out on the board, but for Onslaught and Wong to work together, we need to play Magic on 5. So you might go Wong on 4, Magic on 5, Onslaught on 6, and then that gives you your ability to then maybe Hazmat on 7, Gambit on 7, Ironheart on 7. So you can still get your win conditions if you didn't happen to draw Mystique. So that's the deck. Pretty long intro, but there's a fair bit of detail there of how you can win with this deck. And it is a lot of fun, as I said. Probably the most fun is seeing how high you can get your Black Panther, but that takes a little bit of stuffing around. So if you're looking just to win games, you're probably looking for your Hazmats, your Ironhearts, and your Gambits with the occasional Black Panther Zola win. In our highlights, we actually had a few Black Panther Zola wins, so you can check those out right after this. So that's the deck. We're going to get into some content of examples of how to win with this deck. As always, if you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal. And we'll be back at the end of the video to provide a summary. If we play this properly, we can hide Wong here. Then we can Magic X Mansion. Then we can go Black Panther Zola. And that should get us a win. Yeah, that'll absolutely get us a win. I'm going to snap early because this is a W. My opinion. 1 Black Panther Zola should be a W. That's still fine. Unless he plays Cosmo in the middle, that will ruin us, but we're going to back on him not playing Cosmo in the middle. He could absolutely have Cosmo, but so Wong, Black Panther, that could be Cosmo. That one there could be Cosmo, and we aren't going to go first either. There's no way I can take the lead So we're going to do it. Might not work though. I'll just chuck a reality stone there for good measure. It's not She-Hulk. It's not Cosmo. Alright, we should win. I guess to 16. Went in the wrong order. We're still going to go to 32 each side. That's right. So Wong goes there now. But if it went the other way, then Black Panther still would have gone twice. I'll just change that for good measure. The lower score wins. No. Good start. 8 cubers. 8 cubers. So we've got a discard deck here. I can already win this. As long as he doesn't. He's not going to have an Enchantress. He's got a discard deck. So we got Wong, Black Panther, Zola. I don't need to extend the game. I've just got Wong, Black Panther, Zola. And then let's just hope for the correct order. It's a decent score. So we've got Black Panther, goes to 16. Now if Zola hits Wong first, this is going to be two very nicely sized Black Panthers. We go first now, so he can't stop us. He can of course Shang-Chi us, but where's he going to play that? If he plays on the right hand side, we're not going to be there anymore. If they take Wong first, then it's GG's. Didn't take Wong first. So we're going to be 232s. There's nothing you can do against that. If it had taken Wong first, we would have had some very, very nice Black Panthers. Very, very nice Black Panthers. Go to Luke Cage here, and then we'll. I was going to play it over on the left and then reality it, but that's okay. Wait, see what the last one is. I don't mind that. We can play that. We can play with that later. We got Ironheart, Wong, Mystique. Odin. That might be the play. Okay. Intriguing. I'm gonna go Wong, Mystique, Odin here. He's got Enchantress. It's always the way. Wong, Mystique. Let me just play the Power Stone. Yep. Daddy's gonna have Enchantress. Got this snap to the moon. He goes first, so he can definitely stop us, but Odin this should win. Oh, he hasn't stopped us. Good game, my friends. Nope. I'm only playing 2 Infinity Stones. That's when the Infinity Stones can come in handy as well. And then we had options there with Luke Cage out there. We could have played... If Hazmat had come up, we could have played Hazmat, Wong into Odin. He just would have been very, very negative. Probably don't actually need to play this turn. Let's wait and see what the third one is. Jeffrey Baby Shark. Only cards that cost 6 can be played here. Alright, well we're in some sort of significant trouble here. I think we have to hope that the next card we draw is Zola. If we draw Zola here, we can win this. It's not Zola, we are in some sort of significant trouble. No, we're still Wong. We can still win. We can't win anymore, guys. I cannot win. We can play Onslaught over there. So the last turn we can play, he plays first. This guy Hazmat, it only does -2 to everyone. Let's just go Hazmat Luke Cage. I don't think it's going to be enough. So we're taking the win in the middle. Except his Nebula is going to get a +2. So we're going to tie the middle. Just depends how much we win this one by. He hasn't got any 6+ cards. So somehow we've done it again. Somehow we've done it again! That's an insane win. Got here. I'm going to move the squirrel to the tower to destroy it, to open up a lane for us.
Locked in.
I got Luke Cage. Let's go Wong. So we've got options here. Let's just magic it for now. Turn. So we've got Wong. We've got Wong and Zola. Onslaught. Onslaught into Hazmat potentially. Give us Gambit. No, didn't give us Gambit. I think we go Hazmat. Then we can go Black Panther over here. That might give us the win. That might absolutely give us the win. He goes first as well, so that's quite nice. These are all going to be -4.
Wakanda forever.
They're all going to be -4. That's a fantastic win. Yeah, no, I did stuff it. I do have to do it the other way. I have to go Wong. Yeah. I've got to go Wong and then Zola. Yep. You got to go Zola and then just hope that Zola triggers in the right order. That it takes Wong first. If this takes Wong first, it's party time. And has. Fantastic.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Should have snapped that. I couldn't lose, to be fair. So there it is, guys. That's the end of the video for today. Few wins there. Few cool wins with Black Panther. A long win there with Ironheart that we luckily sped up, and a few others as well. Try the deck out. If you just got Thanos and you're looking for a deck to use him in, I recommend this one as a starting point. There are some other ones floating around, but with the LockJaw Nerf, it's hard for Thanos to fit into decks at the moment and probably doesn't fit the current meta, but this is a deck that you can have fun with and win some cubes with if you're looking to use Thanos. If you enjoyed the video, as I said at the start, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment below if you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you found with this deck, and also if there's any other decks that you would like a video created on, and we will get that done in the coming episodes. But for now, betcha.